It's time for the Having Fun with J&J show. As usual, we're making renovations. Jeanette has moved to a new location.
Yeah, it was really fast. It was like
she's still got the pink chair, but she just moved it. She wanted a more relaxed and homey feel for our show. So we are all ready. It's January, so she's making some changes.
Yeah, I get like that. It's like the feeling making changes.
But it's not time yet. It's not spring yet.
Yeah, but I had that winter fix. I need the winter fix.
Oh, I know. We were just talking all about all of us want to just be in our blankets and our fuzzy slippers.
I literally just moved everything, so I can't do that.
Look at the blankets.
And then happy face. That's my happy face.
This is Having Fun with J&J. As I said before, it's Friday, and it's time to bring our crafter. Now, we have been, the last couple of weeks, we've been really hammering y'all with business support, tech people, on online marketplaces for you. But today, we have a true crafter.
Mm-hmm.
From Georgia, and she's doing a lot of stuff. I was looking at her Instagram page, and she's making a little different stuff. But today, she's going to show the cutest thing she's making.
I love it.
So cute. I know Jeanette's already like, I want one. So without further ado, I'm going to hand it over to Jeanette, and we have Spencer Wagnor of Tailspin Crafts. So it's SPEN, not SPIN. Tailspin Crafts. So hit it, Jeanette.
Hey, welcome. This is Jeanette. Hi, Spence. We met on a platform and we got along so well. And I said, hey, you know what? I really like what you do. Come on our show. She goes, okay. We love that. One of the ones that it was like, you waited like 4 or 5 months, right? It was like, you were like,
yeah,
it was a wild hot minute because she's, we're booked out until April. So it's like, to be honest, I forget who's coming on until I see the website. I go, oh, I know it's Spencer, and then, we get into it. But Spencer, why don't you let them know how you started? Like, how did you come up with your stuff? Because I just love it. I mean, it's different. We haven't seen anything like it. We have somebody that did just do a duck. That's about it. But now you do everything, and I'm gonna let them tell your story of how this started, because I want to see how you ended up doing this. I'm curious myself.
Well, it started more with my mom deciding that hey, you could learn how to knit. Your cousin knits, you can do that. So I'm 9 years old, I think, when my mom buys me this knitting kit and hands it to me. It's like, here you go, figure it out. That didn't go so well. I'm not good at learning off of written patterns. So we take all of my stuff to school, because at 9 you think that that's a reasonable thing to do, is just take it to your teacher. But I had a really good teacher, and she actually went and learned how to knit from my knitting book and taught me.
Wow. So you inspired your teacher.
She was such an awesome person. And yet when the class would go out for recess, we would sit in the office and she would teach me what she taught herself how to do. And from there, I was just kind of obsessively knitting scarves, because that was the only thing I knew how to make. Until I saw my aunt crocheting. I didn't know what that was. I hadn't seen crochet.
Oh, okay.
So I saw my aunt crocheting and was like, ooh, what's that? That looks way better for me, because I tried to knit a blanket one time. You lose a stitch on a blanket and you just never want to knit again.
I know, right?
Yeah, so I want to do that. I want to do that thing that if I lose it, I can just pick it back up and keep going.
Yeah.
So I learned how to knit when I was about 10 or crochet when I was about 10 or 12. And I've just been kind of obsessively doing that since, until it became a problem of what do I do with it.
So have you been selling? How did you start selling? Did you just friends and family at first, or?
It was honestly when I was like 9, I was trying to like hustle my scarves around school. To be fair, Like, oh, my teacher said this was nice, so maybe I can sell it. I don't know. I thought I was an entrepreneur very young.
See, everybody, you're kind of born with it. Being an entrepreneur, I think people are born with it.
You gotta have at least. Everybody's got a little bit of a drive, and then it's the figuring out what to do with it.
So when you figured out what to do with it, then you knew automatically that you wanted to go ahead and sell it. How did you come up with the little animals, though?
Well, it's kind of weird when I actually started like trying to be like a business selling and not just hustling at school. I actually did not start selling my crochet stuff, which is kind of why the name is so different for a crochet business. Is I actually started by making little sewn yarn tails for like costumes because I was very in the anime convention community. And if you've ever seen an anime, there's at least one like cat girl. So I was trying to make tails for like me and like my friends to do costumes and was like, I could sell these and it's really fun to make. So
I'm going to show your Instagram page.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We've
clearly gone a very different direction since then, but I do still sell them.
Oh, look, you got Yoda hat.
What you're talking about? What?
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, that Yoda hat I made for my friend.
A little Yoda hat.
I love it.
The blanket's beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
And I love the elephant.
That elephant was a trip to make.
See, now I crochet, but it's always very challenging for people who don't know to make arms and legs. Those things have to be attached. They have to be made separate. It's very hard to make them as one piece.
Go ahead. Yeah. I can crochet all day long. When it comes to the sewing, that's where I start getting a little messy. Yeah, so those are like the tails that I originally started.
Yeah, look how cute these are.
I know. I want that.
Little horns.
Is those teeth? Wait a minute. Go back. What is that?
Horns.
Oh no, the black and you keep going fast. It's next to shop. What is that?
Yes.
Oh, that is a bag that I was making. A little bag.
The one next to it, like hop over 2 times. There you go. That one.
Yeah, that is one. Let me see if I have it. It was one of the backpacks I was making for June. Let's see if we've got it here. I think so. Yep, I think I have that exact one. So that was where I was starting to make it, and it was building up because I build it all as basically one piece, other than the straps, and then so this is the finished of that.
That is so cute.
That is really nice.
Just to let people know a little crochet background. So she's got like 3 really major stitches going on. She does a single crochet, a double crochet, and I think she's got a treble, but she's got one that drops. It drops a row. So instead of going in the same row, she'll do a treble, and it'll go down and that gives it that little. This is not hard, easy to do, people.
What's really crazy with this pattern is it actually isn't even a treble. It's actually all single and half double crochet.
Single with a drop stitch.
Yeah, the half double crochet just goes under the stitch in the next row and just pull up a bigger loop.
Pulls it up. Yeah.
It's really interesting how it makes that.
It's got that little. It does look like a treble. So, very, very cool.
I love variegated yarn for that because it does. It makes it look like a completely different stitch.
Different stitch. Yep. Very, very cool. So, so you get your basic inventory is our little animals or little. Look how cute they are. I'm just like looking at everything. Now my granddaughter loves this stuff and she loves anime. What is this purple one? Is that a bag?
That was I never actually got to finish it because I ran out of yarn. That was like a parasol frame that I was making.
Oh, interesting.
I don't do good in the sun. So I'm trying to make some shade umbrellas for other people that don't do so good in the sun.
Oh, that's interesting. I love this pink blanket right here. It's one of my favorites. And I love the elephant.
I made a lot of these for Christmas gifts. And
so how's your family taking this? Are you like, do they support you on this? Are they saying, what are you, crazy? Which a lot of crafters get.
Yeah,
only one of my family members is a little
awesome.
Why? Like it's usually the exact phrasing is just why. But for the most part, my family's pretty supportive. I was actually talking to my sister just a little bit before we came on about it, and she seemed really excited to get on and watch.
Oh, good. Hi, sister. Say hey. Say hey.
Hey, hey.
What?
They can talk, if they're on the YouTube or something, they can, or on the Facebook, they can literally talk to us.
Talk to us.
They can send a comment or something. See who's watching.
Well, there you
go. The little horn guy behind you.
Hey.
What was this?
No, the other guy.
Other guy.
Oh,
that's
this is the one that was showing up on the thing. This is my little
is that a Pikachu
that I made for my husband? This
from Pikachu?
It's very similar. This is actually from Digimon, which was another trading card game made anime that came out at around the same time.
Oh, who's Eleni? Who's Eleni? Watching from England.
That's my friend.
Oh, wow. Hi.
Love her.
Okay.
She's probably her and my vendor friends in Georgia are probably my biggest supporters. She actually made the marketing things that you'll see on my Instagram page. The little like banners with the bags and things. She does all of that for me. She's amazing.
The pop-up shop. Here, I'll show it so we can give her some street cred here.
See if I can find the one.
Right there, the pop-up shop.
Not that one. That was for an event I did. But there's somewhere a little bit lower. It's just like a banner with all of my backpacks on it. That's like for Christmas or one of the holidays. Let's see if we can find it.
Is it on here?
Oh no, there it is. The holiday discounts over there.
That one?
A little bit lower. Oh, I think she might have made that one too. She did make that one too.
Very cool.
She's great.
That one?
That one as well. Yep. All of the ones that are just mine exclusive. This one is my favorite.
Oh, that little bag?
Yep. Well, the banner, she took all of the pictures of my bags and
got it. And put it on that. Very cool.
Put them on posters.
Very cool.
I tried to do the other day, and
we're giving you a shout out. Thank you for marketing, Spencer. That's awesome. We like that. You know what? It's very important. We always talking to crafters all the time. It's very important that they get support from their friends and family, and they don't always have time, nor do they want to get out of their element and make something else. So switching over from doing an actual product to doing a digital marketing campaign is sometimes a little bit daunting for them, and they need it. So if you have that skill and you have a friend, offer it to them because they'll be so grateful, and then you get a shout out because
they will be so grateful.
That is great. Oh my goodness, I'm in love with all your stuffed animals. You see me going off and honest because I'm having some issues right here, so I'll be right back. But I'm talking back and forth to some people. I'm in and out. But
She's doing it. The production part.
I'm doing the production part.
And that's when I see her head down like that, I know she's like, we've been having a little issues with the channel, so she's making sure everything's going to work well. But I think all your stuff is just really made. Are you going into pop-ups? Are you doing that?
I've done a few. That's what that first one that you pulled up for was a pop-up I did with, I believe it was Maggie or Margie's house. They're really sweet people. I did a pop-up with them that it was one of the best organized events that I've done.
Okay.
So I really hope that I can work with them again some more this year, but I'm still early enough in my business that we're having the fun time of jumping around with vendor fees, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I know.
We're working on it. We're getting there.
That's why when I came up with my online site, and we're working with that as well, we want to remind the crafters that pop-ups are wonderful, but sometimes logistically you can't get to them, or you might not have the funds for it. But it's really important, to find another way of marketing as well. Like, we don't want to stop you or say don't go pop-ups. You need to go to as many as you can and work out, figure out how much you want to spend for marketing for that month, and hopefully it works in your favor. And even if you don't sell that much, get out there, offer a bookmark or something with your cart to it. Get yourself out to people walking by. So even if they don't want to buy, or they're not in the mood to buy your product right now, give them something so that they can take it home, because you don't get to see that many people on pop-up, and you want to make sure you talk to.
Hey, you have a person called She's Mad Creation saying, watching from Discover Games. Way to go, friend. Looking forward to my dragon dice bag.
Oh, is that one of your clients?
That is one of my close friends at Discover Games, where I basically live and work.
Oh.
She saw where I made somebody at Discover Games. See, that's where my business is, right there, just at the game store. I made somebody a dice bag for their Game of Thrones game they were playing. That's a deer, and it poops dice.
Oh.
You can't tell me make a dice bag that's a deer and me not go way
something special
off the rails with it.
So do you think that you're going to really continue with this to make it bigger? Have you made plans for the year? Like, are you checking out, Facebook has all of the pop-up groups you can join now. Are you in a mall? Is your Discover Game in a mall?
No, it is next to my place of work, though, which is very convenient for me.
Hey,
is there a strip mall?
Let's go ahead and stop running 1 minute, and let's go to a commercial. I need to go to a commercial, if you can. Let's go to a commercial, and then we'll get right back, people.
You have your preference?
Yes, the green one. Yay!
Green one. All right, here we go.
All right, let's go to the... Okay. That was our commercial, first time ever in mid-drift. We needed to do that so we can go ahead and handle some things. I have to do my job. What can I say?
I know she's back there, but I'm gonna finish.
You're gonna finish.
I know. I just wanted because it's the new year, and you're a new kind of crafter. Mm-hmm. So I just want to see where your head's at with where you want to go with this. Like, I know you're probably having fun, and you're doing a little bit of sales here and there. Do you see yourself, like, by the end of the year? My thought was that if you're in a mall or a strip mall, that you could do your own pop-up. And get a couple of your friends, if you have anyone else that's doing the business that you've met at a pop-up locally, and ask your retailers if you wouldn't mind setting up outside, like on a Saturday morning, and doing a pop-up there that would help you. That's probably going to be free.
Right. I need to see. I don't think we have any directly in our town, unfortunately, but I've always got good rapport with the people at the bookstores.
Well, know what? You put it out there, you get 3 or 4 people that sell their products, and I've seen it done in a couple of towns. It's very cool. So some of the towns, the businesses don't open like till 10,
Right.
And y'all can set up from like 7:30 until 10:30, and bring people out to the street, and then they get to go to the other stores. So you should check that out, because then it's free and you guys can start doing that. But anyway, where do you see yourself at the next year? Bigger, better?
That is the hope. My goal this year is hopefully just to do enough events to keep the business running and start putting some money aside. The main goal is to hopefully get to where I can start doing like the bigger convention events.
Okay.
Because that is where my roots are, and that'll always be where my heart's at, is conventions. So I'm hoping that I can eventually get well enough that I can do some of the bigger convention events and get a little bit more of, where I started with the making the tails and things, along with, well, not exactly this because I can't sell these, but
So
that'll get me in trouble.
Are you gonna look into make me a promise that you're gonna look at one of the mid-sized conventions and make an application and see if they'll take you, and then work for that goal.
I've definitely been scouting out a lot of them and looking at the prices. Some of them look like maybe in a year or two we can get there. Fingers crossed.
Sometimes if we set the goal, we put it there, it's harder to say no.
Right.
And it's harder to say, I'm not ready. So you might not be ready, but you might have to go. And even if it's not exactly what you thought, it might open a few doors for you.
I know.
I was ready when I started doing the vending, but it worked.
I am so excited that of everything that's going on with you is so exciting, because I remember when I first saw you, you was just doing the little bags. Remember you was like, I just did this. She was so nervous. She was like showing me stuff. I said, and she had a whole bunch. She was like, Liz, and I go, that's very nice. I remember how she was showing me all her stuff. I said, they're beautiful. I would love to have you on the show. And that's how I got her on. But now look at her. She all professional. She got so nice.
The convenience of being book obsessed and having a spare room for your books. This is my in-house library.
I know, right?
I got from another comment saying from She's Mad Creation, the game store sells same of her dice bags since she sits up here and crochets. A lot of people have gotten some cool things Spencer has made. Wow, that's nice. That's
awesome.
excellent. Yeah,
That's great. They're super supportive of the businesses, and they sell my dice bags there, which is great. It also gives me the motivation to try trickier things with my crochet.
Yeah. Lenny said, you're right. Dice bags are gorgeous. The peach ones are my favorite. You make them in color?
Now, is there a picture of them on Instagram that I missed? Because I don't see them.
I don't see it either.
Maybe the pink. I don't know if I posted a picture of the pink one.
I don't see one, girlfriend.
If it's the one that I'm thinking she's talking about, it's from a Karen brand yarn that I got at Joann's, and it's like retina searing hot pink.
Ooh.
With
That
purple.
sounds like
it's beautiful.
fancy.
Ooh.
So nice. I actually got a headache making it because of how pink it was. It is loud.
You're working with yarn. Sometimes the yarn is because you're working it close and you're really into the stitches, and it's really
all the back problems
to see, especially if it's a single color and you don't get a lot of variation. It's not easy. It is definitely a challenge for sure. That's awesome. So I want to hear from you this year or so. We're going to keep an eye on you, because I think you're going to do really well. You've got a niche.
Oh, she said peach, not pink.
Oh, I know what she's talking about.
A peach one?
It's for sale at Discover Games.
I'm like, wait a minute. What?
I made a little dice bag with, I think I got it at Michael's, like the Michael's brand plush yarn. Some of those are really good, by the way. Some of them not so much. Most of them are really good. It's like a peach-ish pink plush yarn, and then I sewed a little crocheted leaf to it with their green plush yarn.
Very cool.
You have, what else do you have anything around you? What do you got on you?
What do I have on me?
What do you got on you?
Backpack that I've been clutching for my anxiety.
Now, that's a good point that she just said. She's been clutching for her anxiety. Go ahead and explain that to us. Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know if I can.
Okay. You mean anxiety to go on our show, or it's just that's how you relieve your stress?
Right. I say I have a generalized anxiety issue, so I kind of have to find ways to ground myself. Like before we started, I was just, this is a great toy for when you're stressed, by the way. I was just sitting here like this, waiting for it to start.
Oh, he's so cute. I want to see him.
I made it last night at Discover Games. They're going to get all the shout out because I live there, basically.
Oh, my God.
That is so adorable.
Hey, you got to leave it up more, woman. I want to see it. Bring it up. I want to see it.
This is what I'm working on for my, look at his tail.
Oh, look at him.
It's so squishy. This is what I made last night for my Valentine market that I should be doing at Line Creek Brewing on the 9th. Okay. I'm hoping to make like the little conversation hearts so that he can hold it.
So where are you doing this Valentine's? Tell us where it's at.
So we're going to be at Line Creek Brewing in Fayetteville, Georgia. It'll be February 9th. And I believe that they are starting at about 12:30.
Okay, that's a Sunday, right?
That is a Sunday. That threw me off. I had to call my boss and be like, I accidentally signed up for all of these because I thought they were Saturday.
February 9th. I'm writing this down.
I don't know how to read a calendar, apparently.
Is it Fayetteville?
Fayetteville, Georgia.
Georgia.
For people that are local, it is about where I think it's the new courthouse is, and where the dog park and the bus barn are.
Cool.
They're a really good community. They have like a nice little in-house brewery that they have.
They're getting a free shout out. They should just come on the channel. That's what I'm saying, since they're getting a free shout out.
Hey, people in town know I support people that support me.
Oh, that's really cool.
I've been spending a lot of time there on Mondays for their trivia night.
Okay. You know, it's always nice to have a place like that. If Jenny lived closer, I think I would be, come on, let's go.
I know. we never go back inside. We'd be all hanging out with all y'all. we went to this little town in Texas on the way out to the East Coast. And it just so happened that morning, it was Saturday morning, and they had one of those little things I was telling you about with the vendors. And my husband's calling me. He's like, where are you? I said, I'm out. I'm talking to these people. And he's like, okay, I just turned around and you were gone. So he went sat in the car for like an hour, and I'm just going from vendor to vendor to vendor. Yeah. And, you know, I'm just like, you got to wait. You can move on. I'll Uber and catch up, but I'm staying here. So this is a good thing about pop-ups. Sometimes it's hard because you have weather, and sometimes they're a little more expensive than you want to pay. But it really gets you out into the public, and we want the general public to understand that you got to support your local small entrepreneurs. They're almost all crafters, so they've got a small business, and it's really important. And we're going to keep an eye on this, Fayetteville, Georgia. What was the name of it, Spencer?
The location is Line Creek Brewing.
Line Creek Brewing.
Also, for anyone, it might be easier sometimes.
Where are they all from? Like,
barn.
Is there they're between what and what? Like, I know people are gonna what address, you know.
That's kind of why it's in a weird spot where it's not really in between anything. There's a for people that are in town, they'll probably know where the splash park is for like the little ones, because they try to make it a family area. So they only serve beer. And then they have like a park and like the little splash zone. So anyone local probably knows where the bus barn is, and that it's going to be in that courtyard area by the bus barn.
Okay, so if you're all there, Fayetteville, Georgia, February 9th, make it a point to go out and visit Spencer and all the other crafters that are there. Spend a nice Sunday with your family. Even if it's a little bit cold, put a jacket on, you'll warm up real quick. Walking around.
Say, should have made my shawls. I'd provide one for you.
Really?
We haven't caught up on those yet.
You just said it. I'll provide them for you. That's funny. Okay, well, I'm gonna go into. Okay, wait. She said what? I love when people write us comments. I adore it.
Old bus barn that belonged to the school system.
Yeah,
that's why it's called the bus barn. See, I'm learning things today.
Look at that. Okay, look at that. All right. Well, today I'm going to go ahead and read the verse today. It comes from Romans 5. It's really cool because today's topic is simply grace. That's it. Simply grace, which I love all her stuff and her story. So it's like simply grace. It comes from Romans 5, through whom we have gained access by faith into this grace in which we now stand, and we boast in the hope of the glory to God, right? So it is so cool because she says, actually, the grace of God is not complicated or confusing. It is simple. And that's why many people miss it. There is nothing more powerful than grace. In fact, everything in the Bible, salvation and infilling of the Holy Spirit, follow with God, and all victory in our daily life is based upon it. Without grace, we're nothing. We have nothing. We can do nothing. If it were not for grace of God, we will all be miserable and hopeless. In Luke 2:4, we are told that a child, Jesus, grew and became strong in spirit, filled with wisdom and grace of God upon him. The verse contains everything we need to be happy, healthy, prosperous, successful in our Christian walk. And basically that's it, that we are just full of grace, and we need grace, right? Because if we don't show grace, we won't get grace. You know, we have to be what we are. We treat people, even as business owners, we have to treat people how we want to be treated. And we treat them with grace because there'll be mistake. Like, I always think about those customers that miss it by a quarter, and they're like struggling in their purse. And I'm like, somebody give her a quarter, you know, and I'll go and give her a quarter. I say, here, ma'am, don't worry about it. And give her the quarter, you know, and that's grace. You know, that in itself is grace. We're very graceful in this channel. You know, I think we're going to let her. Jenny, did you want to say your special live? And that way we can go ahead and, so when they see it live, or do you want to go ahead and leave it for the commercial of the live? Your special that you sent me this morning.
Oh, you know what? I actually didn't. I can upload it if you want. I have it on my phone. I'll just say it right now.
Yeah.
First of all, the grace thing. The very cool thing about being an entrepreneur, like Spencer, is that you're in charge. This is your gig. She can pivot any way she wants to, and she can embrace all the things that she believes in and brings it to her business. And that's going to translate to her clients, her customers. You can see she's got a bunch of people that support her, which means she's got a great heart. And she's making her product with love, and you're not going to get that at a big store. So we like grace. We want to give grace, and what we're offering for our channel is, because it's 2025, we want to get 25 vendors on our Creative Spirit channel. We're offering a 50% discount for a 6-month commitment. So if you do a show, and what I mean by a show, guys, is
30 minutes. Yeah.
Like any kind of thing you do in your product, or if you want to show
how you make your product,
you know, how you do your product, or what your business is about. that's one way. But then we also do 60 to 90-second commercials about your business, show them 6, 7, 8 times on the channel. And so instead of the $300 for the 6 months, it's $50 a month. It would be $150, and you're going to be on our channel. You're going to be on our social media. We've got access, as we were telling Spencer, to networking platforms that are free, e-market, e-commerce platforms that are free. So watch our channel, see if you like it. Tell your friends to watch the channel. We're all about just regular people producing products that people love and want to buy and share with their family and friends.
They're all homemade. They're all
her story. Yeah, I love her story because her mom started it. Her teacher helped her as a child, and she's actually using her product for self fulfillment. You know, she got her bear going. She makes it herself. I mean, how cool is that? We, you know.
Now, do you make everything? Like, do you take custom? Like, if I tell you, I want Elmo from Sesame Street. You know, can you make an Elmo?
I might could. My thing is, I haven't yet gotten the super skill of writing patterns. I love people that write patterns because that is not a skill set I have figured out. That is so hard. But I always tell people, if there's something specific that you want, if I can find a pattern for it or figure it out. I did wing it with this guy a little bit, but I used the pattern and adjusted.
It's very nice, though. I love the way it came out.
Well, if you can figure out how to do a bull terrier.
That's me in the morning.
I know, right? that you should have a curler in that hair.
Just the whole cap.
If you can figure out how to do a bull terrier for my books, I would buy them for my books. Because I can't find a stuffed bull terrier.
See, now you're going to have me looking up bull terrier patterns until I have too many and I want to make all of them.
Oh, there you go.
I have a brindle.
If you're making requests, put in for a Chihuahua. I have one. She just
let me get my pencil and paper over here. See,
I'm telling you, just the dog market alone, people will freak out because they all want their own dog. But I've been looking for a stuffed bull terrier to merch for my book, and I can't find one. Can you see the dog in the background right there?
Yeah.
I'm blind. I don't know if these were giveaways.
Let her roll. Go ahead, roll.
I was gonna say, is it English bull or like French bull?
No, it's an English bull terrier.
Okay, got it.
You see? Oh, I love that.
I love the English bull terriers. They're so cute.
It's a brindle, and I was trying to get into merchandise with the book, and they don't have them. You can get like Labradors and stuff like that, but
like all of the, I guess, common dogs. They're not really common. Everybody has all kinds of different dogs, but
like German Shepherds and the big things. But there's not a lot of bull terriers. But if you did we had a gal that did dog paintings, and she's doing really well. So I know it's kind of getting away from your genre because you do the little anime stuff, but which my granddaughter's going to see now.
So when I hear from her, I'll have to.
Do you do the little Japanese? Is that the little girls? Is that the same thing?
Not tried to do any of the like anime girls yet.
Okay, because I don't know. She's 12.
But if she likes anime, she probably likes Studio Ghibli. And I have some Studio Ghibli inspired cats.
Let me write this down because I'm a granny. I don't know. Studio Ghibli.
I believe it's Ghibli. It might just be G. I can't picture it in my head right now.
Right. I'll ask her because she's I don't know that stuff.
I say because I've got some Ghibli inspired cats and little sit sprites.
Look at so cute.
I love my sit sprites.
Those are so cute.
These
So
I
anyway,
actually
so
sold
we
a bunch of at Discover.
I can't tell if Jeanette's talking to me or she's not. I think she's muted.
I'm muted. Yeah, that means you didn't hear anything I said, which is sad. And I said how cute little things there are. Never mind. Anyway, you got another comment is that she's getting better at the pattern. She's good at altering already made patterns to meet her customers' needs. So that is a nice skill to have because people love custom. And if you can give them what they want, girl, you'll be hot on the list. You know?
We're working on it. It is a skill set I want to have.
Kirby.
It kills me with sewing too, because I sew and I cannot make sewing patterns.
Kirby Wagnor says, that's my sister. She made me the cutest icons for Halloween garland.
That's the sister I was telling you about that I was very excited was able to watch because she's actually a pilot. So I was worried she wouldn't be able to.
She's a pilot? We need to
She's private.
Okay, Kirby, we're going to be calling you.
I don't remember what airline it is currently, and I feel bad now. But she does work for an airline now, but she used to teach flying.
Wow.
She actually put me up in the plane one time.
This is actually like our plane because this is my pilot husband.
Yep.
Used to fly helicopters. And
I was going to say, I knew you would enjoy knowing that.
And that's Milo who flies in the plane. It's my granddaughter. But,
I'm definitely gonna have to see if I can get something worked out for the dog. You'll have to send me a picture of the book cover again because I also need to look up that book.
I will. I'll send you a picture of him, what he looks like.
These are the little things that she's talking about, minus the hat. Hers don't have the hat.
Was that the Halloween ones?
I made her some little bat ghosts.
Oh my gosh.
All right, guys. We could keep her on all day.
I will talk all day.
You check her out on Instagram. Make sure you check her out at Fayetteville, Georgia. I think you can email her too. And let's get this girl crocheting, man. She's got some skills, and we want her business to do so well. And we're hoping, praying that she's going to have a wonderful, wonderful year.
Yes.
And we got some things we want you to do. You know, make sure you get to those conventions and check out all the free stuff we offered you, so you can get some networking too.
Okay, and don't miss us tonight is Friday at the movies at the Creative Spirit Channel, where we play movies from 1930 to 1940s, and that's going to be special tonight at 7 o'clock. So please don't miss it. Greg some popcorn and things like that, and just enjoy it because I'm so excited. I am addicted to my own Friday night show. You know,
is that Central Time? 7 Central?
Eastern Time. That is Eastern. Thank you, Jenny, for letting me know. It's 7 o'clock Eastern Time. 6 o'clock. Wait, no, wasn't it 8 o'clock? It was 8 o'clock. I am all jacked up. Wait a minute. So it's 8 o'clock Eastern Time, 7 o'clock Central Time. Yeah. So it's 8 o'clock at the movies, Friday night at the movies. Don't miss our program. It's so exciting. I've never seen these movies, and I think I'm quite as old with them either. I don't know. I'm just saying.
No, I actually was there when they made it, so I know.
Oh my gosh! Did you change these too? Okay.
I was there when they did the premiere. No, I'm kidding. I was.
Anyway, I'm telling you, I got issues. I love her to pieces, and we both got issues. Anyway,
I do too.
We all do. That's why we craft. That's what makes us special. Anyway, all right. So Jenny, this time, expect us also in a few hours that we do the crafting news. Okay, where it's no news, it's good news. Is always good news with crafting news.
You're not going to learn anything. I mean, we got no news. We got no really, we got
news. There is news, and we do the observances of the day, but there is news. I mean,
what I'm trying to say is there will be no tornadoes, hurricanes.
No, we don't. We're not sad news.
Bad news.
Funny news. Yeah, we're crafting news. So anyway, so watch that in a few hours, I guess. I don't know. Maybe in a few minutes. I don't know. We'll see. I am like so lost today. All right. So
Spencer,
Jenny,
you've been an amazing guest.
yes, we love
It's been
you.
great being here. I appreciate you having me.
Yeah, it was so much fun. See, it wasn't nothing at all being live. So
No.
We got
okay.
it.
So are you gonna hit the commercial again and then leave, or we're just gonna leave?
Hit the commercial again. Why the heck not?
Yeah, let's do the commercial. And I'm gonna upload more commercials later on.
Oh my gosh. All right, everybody. See you next week. Thank you, Spencer. Everybody find Spencer. And
Bye, Spencer.
next week.
All right.
Thanks.